NLCS at
We are
the
back.
stadium in Arlington. Dodgers versus Braves. Dodgers currently up to a 3-0 lead.
Shut up, bro.
Bottom of the second, we got Max Fried on the mound, hoping to settle in.
First pitch strike. Fastball
Fastball
down the middle.
strike. Austin Barnes 0 for 4 currently in this NLCS.
Bro, shut
But decent
you fucking think it's seriously. Oh,
curveball pulled foul by Barnes.
that was. I mean, it was in the zone, but that was a good curveball. That was.
Yeah,
He took
that
that.
curveball's hung. That curveball stayed middle of the zone. At least he's getting it down. Got the curveball middle of the zone. Barnes has been struggling in the LCS, so hopefully Fried can take advantage of that and get some confidence so he can roll later into this game. He's up ahead 0-2. See if he can execute a pitch.
I
Oh,
mean, if Freed can just locate that
oh,
fastball better,
getting a new bat.
if he can just locate that fastball better and more often, that'll help that curveball. Even if he doesn't place it perfectly, it'll help that curveball really screw with the hitter's, mentality because you got to maintain keeping up with the fastball, and so
The 0-2 from Fried. Fastball up and away at 96. I don't know if Barnes, after that last pitch, if that curveball broke his bat when he fouled it off, or if he just didn't like it because Bat Boy ran out and brought him a new
he was like,
bat
I
after
fouled that
that.
off. Screw
Placed
that.
it. So
1-2
1-2.
pitch, fastball.
Fastball fouled straight back by Barnes. And I mean, three fastballs. I mean, already he's thrown four pitches, three of them fastballs. That's sort of uncharacteristic of Max Fried. He's got three usually plus breaking balls that he could throw in this situation, and he just has not turned to that curveball. See if he does it here for the 1-2.
Nice curve.
Curveball. That is a very well executed curve fouled off by Barnes. Barnes is doing a good job of staying alive, spoiling some good pitches.
Staying alive.
Um,
Staying alive.
I mean, Fried's pitch count is nearly to Bueller's already, with nobody out in the second. Bueller's already through two.
Slider misses up.
Slider up in the zone. And that's a slider that, just based on the other two or three he's thrown this game, that slider had sort of cutter break on it, did not move laterally as much, and it broke harder to the side. Barnes doing a good job to even the
2-2
count
pitch,
to
slider.
2-2. Swung on and missed. Slider up and away. Fried backing up on the sliders, going back to back. Is that a slider?
Yeah, it was
Oh
a
no,
slider.
they're not showing it.
It was a slider.
I thought they were playing a replay. I want to see if I could get his grip. Fried's sort of using that slider like a backdoor cutter. To Barnes in that AB, getting him with a slider up and away, which is not a pitch you see very often. Mookie Betts, he starts off slider inside. He's going to muscle that ball out to center field. A single, Pache, going to throw it in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I feel you. I feel you. No, no, no. You're good. You're good. No, no. I feel you. I feel you. We're good. We're good.
Max Fried. Oh, one pitch to Seager here. 1-for-1 with a home run.
I mean,
Catcher.
I feel like
Oh,
Fried stays away. Slider up again. Wow.
right in the
I
middle
don't
of the
know
zone.
if Fried's just if he's not finishing, not pulling down on those breaking balls, but I mean he has not been able to locate except for a select few down
Yeah,
in
that's
the zone. Got Seager down 0-2 here with two well executed pitches, but that slider's still dangerous.
0-2 pitch. Fastball inside.
Oh,
Strikes Seager out. Nice pitch, I
and that's
guess.
a fantastic sequence by Max Fried there. Started him up with a fastball up and in, coming in with that slider that started in that exact spot that that fastball did. Seager sees that ball out of the hand, and I believe he sees it as a slider, and he's waiting for that ball to break over the plate. And then when he realized he it's not going to break back over, that's when he stops that swing and gets that pitch. That's a fantastic sequence by Max Fried for his first strikeout of the night.
2 pitches, 35 pitches on the night so far. 2 outs, 1 on. Justin Turner up to the plate. First pitch, curveball. No, not foul ball. Hit to third. And that is the third
Nice, easy
out.
play. That's a much better inning from Max Fried there. Still struggling with those breaking balls, getting them down, but I mean that sequence to Seager there after him hitting the home run, still pounding him inside even after the curveball inside that he hit for the home run. That's a good sign. If Fried can keep sequencing like that.
That's why that 0 runs with bases loaded really hurt, because if you're able to, I mean, yeah, maybe even 1 run, but if you can get 2 or 3 runs, tie it up, or just be down 1, and then have Max Fried go out there and shut down inning, I mean, you're rolling. You're about to go to offense again and have a chance to do more, but not getting even 1 run with bases loaded really hurt him last inning. So,
and that's what Fried has to continue to do. Is he can't have another inning like that first. He has to keep the Braves in the game, because really, no matter which way you put it, Max Fried right now is the biggest player for the Braves. He's got the game in his hand, and I mean every player on offense does as well. But Max Fried decides really how much the Braves are going to stay in this game. If he's going to keep having rough innings like he did in the first, then the Braves aren't going to have really any chance. But if he can keep it to getting quick outs, getting no runs scored on him, keeping it close, that's going to be huge for the Braves.
Yeah, you gotta.
Or as John
Schmaltz
would say. John Schmaltz would say, he's got to keep throwing the ball and getting outs.
You gotta go. You gotta lead after 9 innings, guys. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, you really gotta make sure you have more runs than the other team.
Yep, because if you don't, you lose.
So. You don't, you lose.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, Fried, definitely needs to. The offense needs to repay Fried for giving them a shutdown inning. You know, that first inning hurts for the entire team, but now Max Fried has done his job. That offense really needs to, especially top of the order we're about to have. So, top of the order needs to get some hits.
This top of the order is definitely going to be huge for the Braves. I mean, if Acuna, Freeman, and Ozuna, I say that 5 times fast. If they stay quiet this game, it's going to be a lot harder on the Braves offense to produce runs and stay in this game. But those guys really have to show up, because those are role players for the Braves. I mean, that you think of the Braves offense, and those are the 3 that, along with d'Arnaud, those are the 3 and 4 guys that really push that offense forward, and they've done it all year, and they need to continue to do it to try and fight their way to a pennant.
Buehler 0-0 pitch to Acuna, low fastball. 1-0 count for Acuna.
Buehler's been heavy on the fastball these first few innings, and I mean the Braves haven't caught up to it. So usually that would be an issue, but with how Buehler's been throwing it and how the Braves have been struggling, there was a changeup it looked like there, maybe a backup slider.
Yeah, 1-0 slider to Acuna.
Could have been a slider that backed up.
Nice pitch though. 1-1 count
plate
to Acuna. Another fastball. Acuna pops it up to center field. Looked like Bellinger was struggling to find that ball.
Bellinger lost it. That's a good job for Acuna to just get his hands in. That's a much better barrel to ball ratio than his first AB. And they're going to show you here. I mean, I guess nobody else can see it, but then the grand slam he hit off Bueller last year. I mean, Acuna is a key guy, and that was a much better swing.
Freddie
Freeman's going to
Freeman
step up.
fouls off a 0-0 pitch. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing you want to do against Acuna, though. You don't want him, just like Mookie, you don't want him to get his arms extended. And, throwing an inside fastball, he can still hit it far, but you have a better chance at it not being hit far. As the 0-1 pitch, outside fastball, taken for a ball by Freddie Freeman.
And I mean, another thing Bueller's doing is he's throwing a lot of first pitch fastballs. I don't know if he started to hit her off with an off-speed pitch yet. And I mean, that can be something that the Braves can capitalize on if they know it's coming.
Oh,
whoa, that
wild
pitch
fastball.
is way high.
2-1 count.
And you wonder, how far did Buehler go in game one? He went five, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I mean, he's at 40 pitches through 3, and usually just a rule of thumb is you want about 15 pitches per inning, if not less. 15 seems to be the max you want to go. And I mean, Buehler's pretty much stuck to that. I mean, at 41 through 2 1/3, I mean, he will be a little above 45, which would usually be where you want to be if he keeps pitching the way he does. And I mean, the Braves just need to keep putting pressure on him.
2-2 count to Freddie Freeman. Strikes him out with a 98-mile-per-hour fastball on the outside part of the zone. Third strikeout for Buehler. Nice pitch.
That's just a great pitch. That's a fantastic pitch. Just out of the zone, so it looks appealing to Freeman. He's able to get his arms extended, but just not enough. Freeman's got a very short swing. Keeps his hands sort of inside his body, and that's the reason he's able to hit high-velocity pitchers so well and have so much power. But if you can bust that ball outside on him, that's a fantastic pitch.
Marcell Ozuna takes a 97-mile-per-hour fastball down the middle for strike one.
Another first pitch fastball from Buehler. I wonder if that's something the Braves will pick up on. I'm sure it is, but that has to be a pitch they jump on.
Another fastball down the middle, 98. Ozuna fouls it off to right field. And Mookie Betts jumps, tries to catch it, but it was in the seats. So no luck for him as Ozuna stays alive. 0-2 count, 2 outs.
And from where that ball ended up, that was 2 or 3 seats over, it looked like. So I'm surprised Mookie would.
The wind is blowing,
so
it
much
could have blown
effort.
that ball into the seats.
And especially with how Buehler's been pitching, 0-2 count, and the kind of player that Betts is, if he gets injured going for a foul ball, that's going to just be insult to injury.
Looked like a 0-2 slider, backup slider by Buehler. As he's about to throw pitch number 46 through 2 2/3.
I'm definitely in the Braves.
There's a tight little dot there.
That Ozuna swung and missed at that, because then he would have been at exactly 45 and would have made me seem like an idiot.
Fastball hit up the middle. It's going to be played by Hernandez, thrown to first. 3 outs. End of the top of the third. As we go to the bottom of the third with Muncy, Smith, and Bellinger up to bat. Nice inning by Buehler.
Buehler's just been that last inning. I mean, he threw some balls over the plate, and Braves hitters, they did what they do. They got base hits. They put pressure on Buehler, and he did a great job to get out of that. But I mean, just seeing from that last inning, it looks like as this game goes on, the more locked in Buehler's going to get and the better sequencing he's going to have. And that's going to be dangerous. If you let Buehler sort of lock himself in and really get his sequencing down, he's dangerous.
I mean, you got to think about maybe if Buehler sees this lineup a third time around, which at this point, I mean, it doesn't seem like a far-fetched idea. Maybe because you mentioned that they might start looking for that first pitch fastball. Well, maybe the third time around, he might try to start using off-speed to begin at-bats just to throw them off so that they can't look for a certain pitch to start the at-bat. So, I mean, we'll see if it gets there.
And usually that's something that a pitcher would like to try, but just Buehler has not used his curveball a whole lot. He's really relied on that slider, that cutter sort of thing that he throws, and the
He's
last
dotted that
couple
slider.
he's thrown have been have been backed up. Sort of the first one he threw moved a lot. The second one moved less. Third one less. And that fourth one, the pitch he threw to Acuna, it was a backup slider, and that can be dangerous. A ball that just sort of spins and doesn't really get that run that he wants it to. So, I mean, that could be a dangerous pitch. He hasn't thrown the curveball a whole lot, hasn't thrown his changeup a whole lot. So, I wonder if he's just hesitant to use his breaking ball. Maybe if his pregame bullpen, he just didn't like what he saw. So, you know, that could be a thing where he's just afraid to use the curveball. And,
I mean, when that fastball is popping off that much, you don't really want to go away from it if you can. And, I mean, he's throwing it so much, and these batters are still not connecting with it. So, I mean, if it works, keep using it.
I mean, whatever level you're going to be at, 97 to 100 miles an hour is going to be hard to catch up to. And that's just something the Braves are going to have to figure out how to do.
Yep. Extreme mind games being played at the moment. Because as soon as they look like they're catching up to that fastball, you got to think that Buehler will notice that and maybe trend towards using that curveball a little bit more. About to begin the bottom of the third inning. Dodgers up to bat. Fried throws the first pitch fastball. Strike. It was above the zone.
Gets the call there.
It was above the zone.
That's a call that Fried did not get in that first inning, but that ball, that's a full ball out of the zone, and I'm sure Muncie's not happy about that, but he still got 2 more strikes.
0-1 count fastball hit to right center for a possible single. I don't think he'll get a double out of it. Nope. So he gets a single.
Yeah, Acuna took a great route to that ball. And with the arm that Acuna has, I'd be surprised if Muncie, because he's not slow, but he's definitely not as speedy as some of the other guys on the field. But Acuna took a great route to that ball to keep him to a single there.
Great start to the inning for the Dodgers as Will Smith comes up to bat with 1 man on. He's 1 for 1 with a single so far. 4 for 21 in this series. Huge home run yesterday to give the Dodgers a 4-2 lead, I believe. As Fried checks up, and Muncie, and it looked like he was close, but he got back. Muncie just got back to first base. That was a really good pickoff move. The Braves are seeing if they want to check it.
I don't think that's a play worth reviewing this early. I mean, and especially if they don't get that call, then the Braves just lose that challenge. But that is a close play. I'm surprised Muncie doesn't get dirty here. Let's see.
Oh, I don't know.
No. It looks like from that angle, I mean, we'll see better here if Freeman gets that.
Can't see.
No, you can't see. Freeman's body blocked it. Depending on where, because he definitely has the ball. Oh, we'll see right here.
You just can't tell. I don't think you can tell. You can't see the foot.
He's out. I think he's out.
I don't think you can see the foot.
Because Muncie going back to the bag, he put the back of his foot on the ground before he dropped his toes down onto the bag. So I think, I mean, from that last angle, it looked to me like Freeman got the tag on him before he got his toes down on that bag, the front part of his foot down on the bag.
I think the only
look right here. Look right here. Look at the back of his foot. The front of his foot isn't down when the tag's applied on him.
I think
I don't think he's back to the bag.
I think what they'll have to do is sync 2 videos together, one showing the foot and one showing the tag at the same time. Because, I mean, I don't think MLB would call an out there based on that, only because you're theoretically saying his foot didn't get down, you can't actually see it. But if they link the video where you can see his foot and link the video where you can see the tag together, I think they'll call him out pretty easily.
Well, usually, just from my experience watching baseball, the longer the challenge is, the more chance it has to be overturned.
Well, it
So
could
it
also mean
really,
they just don't know, you know?
and
Here's a good view
another
right
big
here.
chance.
Oh, he's out. That's the best
Yeah,
view we've gotten. He's out.
headphones come off. Let's see what the call is.
He's safe. They
Safe.
called him safe. That view right there, I would have agreed with that call if we didn't get that last view. That last view showed the foot and the tag.
Well, I mean, I don't understand why the Braves want to do that. I mean, I know in the postseason you have an extra challenge, but that is a wasted challenge on a play that hopefully won't end up mattering. But I mean, I guess we'll see at the end of the inning whether that is a play or not.
Yeah, as Will Smith comes here for his second at bat. Fried gets ready to throw the ball. 0-0 pitches a fastball, strike one. Top of the zone, 93 miles per hour. If he can just, I mean, we've said it before, if he can locate that fastball, I mean, that can make that curveball better than it has been so far.
Fried has to settle in here.
Fried, 0-1 pitch. Curveball below the zone. Called for a ball. 1-1 count on Will Smith. Fried just hit 40 pitches. He isn't through even 2 1/3 yet. No outs here. Dodgers are up 3-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Fried gets ready to throw the third pitch of this at bat. I think that was a changeup right below the zone, fouled off by Will Smith. Was that a changeup? I think it was.
It looked like it could have been 84 below the zone. Usually it seems as if though his changeup and his slider sort of sit around the same velo there. So that could have been a slider that just backed up and had more drop than it did run. But you know, changeup there in that situation, slider there, really good executed pitch. Way to get that in on his hands. I mean, really, all the guys in the Dodgers lineup except for Bellinger are guys who their power comes from if they can really get the barrel out on a ball that's inside or if they get their arms extended. And Fried has, for the most part, done a great job of having a lot of their key guys pounding them inside. He did a great job with Mookie to lead off the game. I mean, you just can't let anybody get their arms extended.
Max Fried, 1-2 pitch. Curveball strikes Will Smith out. A curveball high in the zone on the outer part gets Will Smith swinging for the first out in the bottom of the third.
And for his third strikeout, I mean, Fried has, since that first inning, has pitched pretty well, but he still can't execute that curveball low in the zone. And I mean, he's throwing it high, but it seems to be working more now high, especially with that. That's a pretty good location catching Smith off guard. But I mean, I feel like he's not confident in being able to spike his curveball low in the zone or even locate it low in the zone. And that has proved dangerous and can prove to be more dangerous later in the game.
0-0 pitch. Swung at by Bellinger. Hit into left field. And it will be caught for the second out. As Max Muncy trying to tag up from first and second, but he goes back to first as Markakis gets that ball in fairly quickly.
I mean, that's a dangerous pitch. If Bellinger drops that back knee and is able to really get the barrel to that ball, I mean, outside is the outside location is hard for Bellinger to get to, like I said earlier, because he just swings that front hip open so violently. But if he can get the barrel of that ball can travel a long way. But, I mean, that's huge for Fried. Gets a nice quick out. And he has a chance here if he can get who's up right now?
AJ Pollock.
Who's after Bellinger? Pollock. If he can get Pollock out here in one, 2, 3 pitches, get a quick out on Pollock, then I mean his pitch count's going to be right where Bellinger is. The only difference is those 2 home runs in the first inning and just those location struggles and hanging pitches.
You know, Zach, I mean, depending on what happens in this at-bat or any at-bat that happens after this, if there is more, that not called out at first could be huge depending on what happens here. As the 0-0 pitch is swung on by Pollock, 0-1 count.
And Fried has really. It sounds weird, but he's done so much to simplify his game. He's throwing less breaking balls, more fastballs, starting hitters off with more fastballs, starting the hitters off with more strikes. And that's the reason he's been so successful these past 2 innings compared to the first.
0-1 count. Coming from Fried as he throws another fastball, 93, way above the zone. Taken by Pollock. 1-1 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. One on.
Well, Buehler threw that pitch before ending off the last inning. So Fried maybe trying to take a thing out of his book, throw a ball nowhere close, and then get Pollock out.
Maybe a curveball coming here after showing him a pretty high fastball.
I would predict trying to throw a curveball down and in, or
There's
a slider.
A curveball hit to short.
Where's
out at second?
Where's the location on that pitch, Zach? Where's the location? He threw a curveball. No, he threw that down and in.
That was not down. That was not down and in. That was middle.
It was close enough.
It got the out. That's all that matters for him. But yeah, like if Pollock hits a home run there or something, that challenge not getting that out at first would have been huge. But luckily, Fried doesn't allow a run there, so no harm, no foul, except losing a challenge, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand why the Braves would make that call. It's a pickoff play at first base that didn't end up mattering, and I know there's always a chance that it could end up mattering, but that's just, in my opinion, that's not a chance you should be willing to take.
Yeah, there could be a more important situation down the line, but thankfully they still do have one challenge left. We'll see if it comes back to bite if they need 2 challenges down the road. Going into the 4th inning, so we'll see. As they're showing commercials for a very entertaining game at, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock? Rays Astros?
8 o'clock, 8:30 tonight. Game 7.
Oh, thanks for breaking my heart with that hit.
Michael Brasso, Indiana boy.
Pain. That's all that was. Pain. Who's coming up? So, did Buehler
Joshua
1, 2, 3?
Richardson. Buehler, was that a 1, 2, 3? Yes, it was a 1, 2, 3 inning.
Gotcha. So d'Arnaud leading off, top of the 4th.
Yes, sir. 0 for 2 for their top 3 guys. That's a bad look for the Braves. I mean, still a lot of time left.
Yeah, those 3 guys are so important. So for them to not be showing up right now is just, it's hurting.
But I will say, Freeman's first swing was good, just right into the shift up the middle. Acuna's second swing was much better than his first AB, but Ozuna has had 2 rough-looking swings so far. But he's a player that can turn it around. I watched him a lot when he was with St. Louis, beating up on the Cubbies, but he's a good player.
It's coming up in the top of the 4th. We have d'Arnaud, Albies, and Swanson. And if they can get past those top 3, then it's Austin Riley. Buehler's 0-0 pitch is hit by d'Arnaud to center. He is 2 for 2 so far today.
And d'Arnaud, I mean, he started off a big inning, a big pitch inning for Buehler. In the second, he's had 2 just
that was a first pitch slider.
Base hits towards the middle. It was a first pitch slider. And Darno's on it, and Darno, I believe he did hit a fastball for a base hit in his last at bat. Uh, that was just off the glove. That may have been an error on Kike
I don't think
Hernandez,
that
but
could
I
have been
mean,
there.
he's been hitting.
As Albies,
That's very awkward swing by Albies.
yeah, he
Well, I mean,
he checked the swing, but it was awkward looking for sure. Is this an 0-1 count to
I don't think he could have broken the plane if he tried. He just sort of threw his bat at the ground after he started.
Walker Buehler's second pitch fouled off 93, so a little cutter there, I guess.
And
a bad cutter.
Buehler has started to rely on his off-speed pitches more, and the two we've seen have not been well executed. So maybe I was right early in the game, him just not being able to execute his breaking stuff, and that's why he was relied so much on the fastball.
As a
But boy, has it worked so far.
Fastball fouled off hard down the first base line. As that was pitch number 50 for Buehler. Starting the top of the fourth here. Ozzie Albies trying to keep this inning going. There's currently 0 outs, but if you want to keep this inning going and score some runs, you're going to have to put together some hits here as the 1-2 pitch is about to be delivered. 1-2 pitch is a slider down and in, and Albies is just able to foul it off. Just able to foul it off. That was a good slider right there. Tight.
I mean, yeah, that gets in, and Albies actually fouls that ball off his front foot, which is what sent him running. Oh, off that front toe.
Ah, that hurts.
And I mean, that is a very well executed slider from Buehler. Still reluctant to use that curveball, but I mean, that's great down and in. Albies is able to foul it off, stay alive, but I mean, that line drive.
That slider right there can be dangerous if you don't get it down and inside. 1-2 pitch by Buehler coming. Fastball below the zone, just below the zone. 98 taken for ball 2. 2-2 count for Ozzie Albies. You talked about how... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
You talked about how that low and inside is just the sweet spot for lefties, and that's why you got to get that slider down and in. 2-2 pitch. Fastball, 98, strikes out Ozzie Albies for Walker Buehler's 4th strikeout of the night so far.
And I mean, Albies is as somebody's car alarm is going off. What the heck? Albies is a bit different as he's a switch hitter. Most switch hitters in the game today are traditionally right-handed, so you can be a little bit safer with maybe throwing that ball down and in to a switch hitter who's traditionally a righty. But I mean, Albies is a good hitter from both sides of the plate, so any location is a dangerous location with him.
Swanson takes a first pitch slider low and outside. They showed his slider and they showed it at 89 miles per hour. So I'm thinking those 93 mile per hours are cutters because they're showing 18% usage with the cutter. So yeah, those 93, 94 areas have been cutters he's been using. 1-0 count. They're speaking of the cutter, 93 on the outer part edge of the plate. 1-1 count.
I mean, Swanson, 1-for-1, played with Buehler at Vandy. They keep showing Buehler's hand, sort of showing those blisters that he has, and I wonder maybe if his fastball is starting to irritate that as he throws his first curveball of the game that I've seen. Swanson able to hold up? I didn't see.
Yeah, he was able to hold up. 2-1 count. Well, because I've heard that blister could hurt Buehler in terms of his location, and maybe that's another reason why he's not throwing that curveball, because he's afraid to miss with it and get hurt.
Well, another thing that with those blisters, curveballs put a lot.
As a 2-1 pitches hit to right center, it's going to be a base hit for Swanson.
Darno's just able to get into second base, Swanson has had two really good swings, really good at bats. Um, but like I was saying, that curveball, especially because he's a knuckle curveball guy, it puts a lot of pressure down on his middle finger, which he said he had a blister on, and he's worried if he puts too much pressure on that, maybe bursts that blister, makes that blister worse, he's going to have to be taken out of the game. So that could be another reason that he's sort of reluctant to throw that curveball and is throwing cutters and sliders. That cutter and slider combo, though, also look the same out of his hand, so they're very hard to pick up.
We're seeing the middle of the lineup have success against Buehler, and it's showing just how important that top of the lineup is. If those guys can get on, especially for these guys who are in the middle of the lineup hitting against Buehler, with Swanson, d'Arnaud, and Austin Riley up now, if those guys in the first three parts of the order were able to get on, we'd have runs scored right now. So it's showing how vitally important those first three guys are.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be right back, Zach.
Okay. Austin Riley up to bat, 0 for 1 tonight so far. Have a man on first and second with one out here in the top of the fourth. Dodgers leading 3-0 over the Braves. Buehler with 57 pitches so far through 3 1/3. As Austin Riley steps in, Buehler throws the 0-0 fastball 98 above the zone. Had Austin Riley swinging above the zone for the first strike. Atlanta Braves are 0 for their last 11 when having runners in scoring position. Definitely needs to change here. Walker Buehler 0-1 count, fastball 98 as Austin Riley fouls it off to right field into the stands. 0-2 count for Austin Riley here.
I'm back, boys.
Welcome back.
Austin Riley is about to hit a 3-run tank to dead center field.
He connects with a fastball. He might just be able to. His pitch number 60 for Buehler, coming at 3 1/3 innings so far. As the 0-2 pitch is delivered, fastball right down the middle, fouled off by Austin Riley. He'll get another pitch to look at.
Austin Riley has had a pretty decent at-bats against Buehler. I mean, that strikeout on 3 or 4 pitches, his first at-bat is obviously not ideal. But really, the number one thing is getting Buehler out of this game for the Braves right now. That is most important in my mind. I mean, obviously scoring runs.
Oh, Walker Buehler's slider right down the middle of the plate, hit to center field. Bellinger catches it, throws it into second. Actually throws it into the pitcher. He overthrew second by a mile. As there's now 2 outs.
That's a mistake slider from Buehler.
He got away with it.
Right over the middle of the plate. Riley squared it up. Bellinger was just positioned perfectly, pretty much hit right to him. But that is a really good swing from Riley on a really bad pitch from Walker Buehler.
And a really bad throw by Bellinger.
Bellinger has not had good throws in from the outfield this series. He's overthrown quite a few of his fielders.
He's good at robbing home runs, just not throwing the ball in. As we got Nick the Patch Markakis coming up to bat with 2 outs and 2 on. 0-0 pitch, low fastball. 1-0 count. I'm calling him the Nick the Patch Markakis from now on.
I mean, he really is the heart and soul patch of this team. So.
Yep, that's totally what I'm talking about. Two on, 2 out, 1-0 count for Nick Markakis. Fastball fouls it off behind the screen.
And I mean, we saw last at bat. Markakis is going to take some pitches, sometimes pitches right down the middle of the plate. And, you know, he's going to put up a good at-bat about 90% of the time. So, and I mean, Buehler's thrown at this point 19 pitches, 18, 19 pitches. which is well above where you want to be at. And Markakis can make him throw a little more, maybe get him up 65, 70.
1-1 cutter
right down the middle.
Right down the middle. 1-2 count for Markakis. That's a pitch he's going to want back if he doesn't come up clutch here. Cutter right down the middle. I mean, that's a good pitch to hit. Just below the cutter.
I mean, the big thing with cutters is it's the spin that makes it so hard for hitters to read it and so hard for hitters to hit it. It's just that spin. There wasn't really a ton of movement on that cutter from Buehler, but that change in velocity and change in spin makes it so hard for Markakis to really get a hold of it.
1-2 fastball hit to Buehler as he snatches out of the air and throws to first base for the third out. Again, the Braves get runners on and cannot come up clutch. That is now 0 for their last 13 with runners in scoring position as they score no runs once again, and the Dodgers are coming up to bat in the bottom of the fourth. And Buehler up to, I believe, 65 pitches through 4.
They wouldn't be 0 for 13. They'd be 1 for 13 because Dansby got a hit with a runner on second in his first at-bat.
No. Like, it showed that they were 0 for 11 and with runners in scoring position, like, in terms of getting them in.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I was talking about.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like, even though the Dodgers do have a decent lead, it does not feel like this game is anywhere near over. I mean, the Braves feel like they're right there.
The Braves have put good at-bats together. It's just they have nothing to show for. That's 2 opportunities now. Even if you get 1 run out of both opportunities, it's a 3-2 game now, but they're not able to come up, and it's still a 3-0 game. I mean, other than, Fried giving up those 3 runs, we're still kind of getting the game I thought we would get so far with it not being a totally high-scoring game. There's still obviously a good amount of game left, but so far the game's mostly living up to what it should be. A close game that's not 10-8. As they're showing Aaron Judge commercials right now, the closest thing to Yankee baseball we're getting right now, unfortunately. And we are back for the bottom of the fourth. Dodgers up to bat.
Bottom 4.
Oh, Hernandez was showing bunt, but he let up. First pitch strike, curveball, I believe, from Max Fried. Kike Hernandez 3 for 8 this series. As the second pitch is an off-speed pitch hit to third, thrown over to first for the first out of the inning. Quick out from Max Fried. That's pretty important.
Yeah, Max Fried has to get some quick outs. Buehler's up to 65. Fried sitting only at 49. He's got about 16 pitches, quick math, ahead of Buehler. And, I mean, those 3 runs are definitely a blemish, but Fried has definitely pitched well after that first.
Oh, yeah, he's bounced back heavily. He's locating that fastball much better than he was before. And that curveball below the zone, although he didn't swing at it, that was a good curveball below the zone. It's just, it's too early in the count for that to really be swung at so far. Austin Barnes up to bat with 1 out, 1-0 count. Another off-speed pitch for a strike, 1-1. Looked like maybe a slider.
See what Fried goes with here.
1-1 count. Looks like fastball up and away. Ball, 2-1 count as Austin Barnes takes a pitch above the zone. These are the counts Max Fried doesn't want right now. Being behind means you have to throw some in the zone, and if you don't, you're getting farther behind as he throws another ball, 3-1 count, as that pitch count's starting to soar a little bit, 53. Still not
terrible. In other
news,
it's Brian Snitker's birthday today.
It is. Okay. Well,
happy 65th birthday.
Happy birthday
to the Braves manager.
3-1 count. Strike. Fastball on the inside part of the plate.
It's a call on that fastball. That fastball appeared to be a little in. Still a good pitch from Fried. Let's see if he can execute the payoff. Barnes is not exactly the most dangerous hitter in the Dodgers lineup, but he can still do quite a bit of damage if you give him the opportunity.
3-2. He hits the fastball and just out of the reach of Albies, as it's going to be a single into center for Austin Barnes there, as that transitions us to Mookie Betts. So, you really wanted to get Austin Barnes out there and have Mookie Betts with 2 outs as Albies jumps for that, but he just can't get it. But now you have to face Mookie with a man on and 1 out. So this will be an interesting at-bat. An interesting at-bat for us, a scary at-bat for Braves fans.
Albies was trying to fly. Just barely missed that ball going up over. Similar play to the Hernandez play that we had earlier in the game, but Albies just wasn't able to get out over there.
First pitch fastball inside, taken by Mookie Betts for a ball, 1-0.
And this is, in my mind, other than Corey Seager, the most dangerous hitter, in the Dodgers lineup. And Corey Seager being right after him definitely can't be a comforting thing.
Yeah, you can't pitch around Mookie. As Max Fried throws another one. Slider misses, 2-0 count. Miss with the slider down and in. So it's better than missing in the zone with Mookie Betts. So 2-0 count here. That pitch count, we said that quick first out was great. Well, he's had 2 bad at-bats throwing from behind against these batters so far. 2-0 fastball, or not a fastball, changeup. Misses on the outer part of the zone. Mookie Betts up 3-0, and you got Seager. He's coming up after Betts, so this will be an interesting pitch by Fried. You don't want to walk Mookie, but you don't want to give him a pitch to hit. So good luck, Fried. Fastball inside. He's going to get the call from Blues. That's a strike for a 3-1 count.
And that's well executed. Trying to, if Mookie was swinging 3-0, because 3-0 seems to be the new 2-0. That's a pitch where it could possibly jam him as long as he's not sitting on it. But in a 3-0 count, usually a hitter is looking for a fastball.
3-1. Oh, it looks like it might have hit in the zone, but
get the call.
Does not get the calls. He walks Mookie Betts, and now we have Seager coming up with 2 on and 1 out. Dangerous at-bat right here for Braves fans, for Max Fried. 60 pitches for Max Fried so far, as they're showing the multiple home runs, 5 home runs to be specific this series for Corey Seager. His most recent, his first at-bat of this game. See what he can do here. 2 on, 1 out. What do you think the first pitch is here? Because he hit the curveball last time. He's shown that he can hit the fastball this entire series. I mean, maybe a change up below the zone, but I don't feel confident with that. I don't know. I don't know what Fried's going to throw here. Max Fried gets ready to throw the first pitch to Corey Seager. He throws a slider, misses outside for a ball.
And I'll be surprised here. I would be definitely surprised if Fried decided to throw Seager a hittable fastball. But also, he has to pound the zone here. He can't load the bases with only one out.
1-0 pitch to Corey Seager. He gets a ground ball thrown to second, and they will not turn the double play, but they do get an important out as Corey Seager does reach on a fielder's choice. But, I mean, considering what Corey Seager could have done, that was an absolute positive for Max Fried.
That is a big play from Freddie Freeman to cut that ball off and get the lead runner of that double play at second. Having runners split at first and third is a lot better than having runners at second and third, because second and third, a base hit can score 2, especially with the speed of Mookie Betts.
Justin Turner now coming to plate with 2 outs and a man on first and third. 1 for 2 with the solo home run, and he is 7 for 22 in this NLCS.
Home run, though. A big one.
First pitch to Justin Turner. Slider down and in, misses for a ball.
And all the compliments I gave Max Fried last inning of him attacking hitters to start, throwing a lot more first pitch strikes, a lot more first pitch fastballs, he has completely abandoned in this inning, starting Seager, Betts, and Turner all on breaking balls.
And for balls. As the 1-0 pitch, he does a pickoff move to first. Seager back pretty easily. I'm not sure Seager would really want to take off here anyways. You know, 1 out maybe, but 2 outs give Turner a chance to get a hit here. So I don't think he'll be going, but who knows? Maybe he'll surprise us.
Especially with the power of Turner.
1-0 count right down the middle with a slider. Gets away with it as Justin Turner watches it go by. If Fried can get an out here, him and Buehler will be on the exact same pitch count going into the 5th inning. One count to Justin Turner here with 2 outs. Fried taking his time, as time is called by the ump.
Oh, late time called by the umpire.
Fried was for sure taking his time there. Ready for a 1-1 pitch as Fried delivers and misses with a curveball below the zone. 2-1 count. Nice save by d'Arnaud, though. As if that pitch gets by, it's a 4-0 game.
d'Arnaud this game has been the standout player for the Braves. 2 for 2 against Buehler. I mean, it has done great behind the plate. I mean, he's going to be, he at least has been the standout player for the Braves so far in this game.
I'm pretty sure he's on a pretty cheap contract from the Braves, but he continues this play into next year. He'll get himself a nice contract and a free agency in 2022.
Just shows what leaving the Mets can do for you.
As the curveball drops in for a strike, as it is a 2-2 count now with 2 away. Yeah, he finally showed out as a Ray, and he got a nice 2-year contract from the Braves, and he's continuing to show what he can do, and he's going to get big money contracts because, you know, I mean, there's not a lot of catchers out there that can do what he can do, hit for average and catch really well, so he's going to be a commodity. As 2-2, slider misses below the zone, full count. The runners will be moving with 2 away. So you have JT Realmuto, a free agent this year, unless he gets locked up soon, and then d'Arnaud, a free agent after next year. After that, I mean, the catcher game kind of gets weak unless you draft a good catcher. So teams need to take advantage of free agents now. As Fried delivers a 3-2 and gets a foul ball from Justin Turner as he keeps the count alive.
That's a great spot because really Turner's not going to do much with that pitch other than foul it off or hit a ground ball. So that's a great spot by Fried. But with this 3-2 count, he needs to continue to execute.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because that was really well executed. Just fouled off by Justin Turner. Stays alive for another 3-2 count pitch coming. And is delivered a curveball, hung a little bit, but hit to third. Riley throws it to first for the third out. And Reed gets out of trouble, and sends us to the fifth inning. As it is still a 3-0 game Dodgers.
A scary one, but Fried's still able to pitch out of it. He's pitched well since that first inning. For sure. All right, for sure. I got you. All right, Buehler. First pitch to Pache. Fastball. Cutter actually up and in at 94. Swung on a missed by Pache. Pache has been a big part of the of this Braves team. Sorry, as he came in after what can I think of his name? Played a good center field, and has hit the ball pretty well. There's a fastball right down the middle at 95. Just missed by Pache. Ballinger goes over at center, makes the catch, and there's one down. Buehler at a perfect pitch count of 69 with one away in the inning. Bueller does seem, not Bueller, Bellinger does seem to be struggling with the wind a little bit out in center field. The fly balls I've seen him track in this game have looked uncomfortable, like he's either losing it in the sky or if the wind's manipulating it. But he's made both plays so far. He just can't really throw it back in. As Acuna is going to set up 0 for 2. First pitch, change up, curveball, either one. Called a strike by the ump. Just below the zone, got the call on the breaking ball. And Acuna's really got to get going. He's a big part of their lineup. 0 for 2. Fastball up and in at 97. Hit to left field. Pollock's going to camp under it and make the catch. 2 away for Bueller. 2 quick outs as Acuna flies out for the 3rd time in this game. Now bring Freddie Freeman up to the plate with a chance to get the Braves on the board. I mean, with 2 outs in the top of the 5th, the Braves have to get something going. And so it may seem like Freeman, although he is very disciplined and doesn't tend to do this, may be looking to get something out of the ballpark. As he swings, hits a ball towards the gap. Betts is racing over, gets the ball, cuts it off well. That'll hold Freddie Freeman to a single. But Freeman is on for his first hit of the night, now 1 for 3, with 2 away in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up Marcell Ozuna. And it's another great swing from Freddie Freeman. I mean, probable NL MVP this year. Takes a great swing on the first pitch he gets from Bueller and splits the gap really. Betts does a great job of cutting it off to hold him for a single, but that is a great swing. Marcell Ozuna, the DH, steps up 0 for 2. First pitch from Bueller is a slider on the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Bueller has really cut down on his first pitch fastball usage, and you see with Ozuna really wearing up to hit a first pitch fastball, but Bueller drops in the slider and catches him off guard. Another slider right down the middle, hit well, back towards the wall. Mookie Betts jumps and makes a spectacular catch at the wall. That ball would definitely have scored Freeman. Full extension from Mookie Betts up against the right field wall to make that catch. And the Dodgers are out of it. Up against the wall, full extension jumping, a fantastic catch. The second one in 2 days. Right up against the wall. That ball definitely would have been off the wall. At least a double if it hits off the wall for Ozuna. But Mookie Betts, again, is ridiculous. And the Dodgers are out of it. You saw that? That was a crazy catch.
That was, I mean, that was a fantastic catch.
Oh, yeah. Mookie just wilding out. Braves are taking better swings off Buehler, though.
Yeah, that's definitely true. It's just unfortunate that he hit it to Mookie Betts. That was Ozuna's mistake. He hit it to Mookie Betts.
I mean, they just showed walking off the field. He just smiles, laughs it off. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Max Fried 0-0 pitch is wild as Max Muncy takes the ball to lead off the inning. And Mookie Betts sitting down in the dugout as if nothing ever happened. As the 1-0 pitch from Max Fried as a curveball drops it in there for a strike high in the zone. To be fair to Max Muncy, that thing started at his head, so I don't blame him for maybe not swinging at that. 1-1 pitch, slider in there for a strike, 1-2 count.
That's a good pitch because that ball started at him.
Yeah.
And breaks down over. That's a great pitch from Fried, and he needs quick outs. He's really getting up there in the pitch count. Snitker, after the bullpen game yesterday, really wants to limit the use of his bullpen, but, you know, if Fried doesn't get some quick outs, he's going to have to use some guys.
Yeah, it was a 1-2 fastball, misses high above the zone. 2-2 count for Max Muncy with Will Smith on deck. That was his first fastball in this at bat. 3 pitches, 3 off speed before that fastball. 2-2 count from Fried. Fastball outside. Strikes him out for his 4th K of the night. 1 out.
And that's a great pitch. He pounded Muncy inside with some breaking balls, showed him that fastball up out of the zone, and then just perfectly executes a fastball out on the outside corner to get Muncy to swing and miss.
As they show a little kid running back to his seat with some ice cream.
And hey, it's baseball. You got to get something.
Yeah, you got to have some sort of refreshment at the game. Oh, as Will Smith takes a hack at the first pitch, he's going to hit it into the air, and Acuna's going to settle under it for the second out of the inning. 2 quick outs. Nice for Max Fried.
I'd have to say that was probably the most impressive catch from Acuna that we've seen in right field this game. To get to that ball, just run over, camp underneath it. That's a great catch.
Yeah, I mean, that Mookie catch was all right, but
it was all right.
That Acuna one, just to settle under it perfectly.
I mean, with Mookie, you see catches like that so often, it's not really a big deal anymore.
Max Fried 0-0 pitch to Cody Bellinger is a ball below the zone. He's really been throwing first pitch off speed pitches.
Yeah, he's really been trying to pound guys ahead with that off speed, try and get ahead in the zone. Get ahead in the zone, get ahead in the strike zone before showing that fastball. Because, you know, no matter what you say, a ball that's straight is a hell of a lot easier to hit than a ball that's moving all over the place. So he's really trying to limit that.
1-0 fastball from Fried, misses outside, 2-0 count.
That may have been his fastest pitch of the night, 97.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got to say, I mean, this is a stadium basically copied Minute Maid, but it's still a beautiful stadium. As a 2-0 count and misses 3-0.
Now Globe Life Field instead of Globe Life Park.
Yep, Park still sits outside just across the street from Globe Life Field. As fastball right down the middle, Bellinger fouls it off. That was a nice pitch to hit. As it's
Bellinger swinging 3-0. Swinging 3-0. Same result as if he wouldn't have.
Looks like an off-speed pitch coming here as Max Fried delivers a 3-1 curveball right down the middle. Gets Bellinger, just buckled him right there.
I mean, that's a great pitch. Starting it at the lefty Bellinger. A pitch that we've seen it not work for Fried against Seager, but buckled Bellinger right there. And Now he's got a payoff pitch coming up. Try to get out of this inning without much damage.
It shows the tale of two different players. Seager probably hits that one out, and Bellinger, who's been struggling, doesn't. As a 3-2 payoff comes, and it's an off-speed, misses for a ball. Bellinger walks and will be on first with 2 outs.
And Fried, it may be a combination of a lack of confidence and a high pitch count, but I mean, he is reluctant to throw his fastball.
Yep, he's at 81 pitches currently, bottom of the 5th. 2 outs, so almost through 5 innings, but not just yet. As I can't remember who's up after Bellinger. Kike Hernandez, or no, AJ Pollock, sorry. Pollock up to bat. Hernandez must be 8th or 9th. Hernandez is 22, right? That's his number.
Could be.
First pitch curveball for a strike. Nice, well located.
That's a perfectly located curveball to start. See if he throws a fastball.
Yeah, if he throws it, I think it'll be above the zone. See if he can get a swing on it.
Yeah, I'm guessing just based on how he's pitched, he'll throw 2 off-speed pitches and then try to throw that fastball up to get a swing and a miss.
Max Fried delivered. Oh, no, he pick move over to first. Bellinger gets back. I did notice that d'Arnaud put down no fingers, so I thought that might have been coming, but I wasn't going to say nothing about it.
Astros are probably listening in.
Facing their, or looking at their potential opponent if they can win tonight. As a curveball misses for Max Fried, as it is now a 1-1 count on AJ Pollock. And Bellinger and Freeman are just having a party at first base right now.
I mean, those are two former first basemen and guys that are just having fun with the game and are very good at it.
Very good, yes. Bellinger keeps looking over at Freeman. Little mind games here. As the 1-1 pitch is fouled off by Pollock.
Got ahead with off speed. I'd be surprised if we didn't see a fastball coming up soon.
Yeah, fastball above the zone. Locate it just above the zone. Get a swing and miss. And send your offense back out there. As Hernandez is on deck if Pollock can get on. Max Fried about to throw his 85th pitch. So, I mean, if he can get out of this inning with Pollock, I think he can do one more inning at max. But we'll see what happens on this 1-2 pitch.
At max? Ha ha ha. Ooh. Freeman's got to get low to...
I see what you're doing there. I didn't even see what I was doing there, so...
Well, you know, that's what I'm here for.
As he almost falls off the mound, he sent himself and Freeman stumbling for the ball. So... He's had a good pickoff move tonight, but not that one. I don't know if I've ever seen two people talk as much as I've seen Bellinger and Freeman talk during this at-bat to each other. As Max Fried 1-2 pitch curveball hit right back to him. He throws to first and will get that much-needed third out to end the 5th.
And that's a great inning. Now the Braves have to score and not hit the ball to Mookie Betts.
For some reason, Fox Sports 1 showing yesterday's catch, I guess to relate it to today's, but I think today's catch was better than yesterday's, but that's up for debate for whoever wants to. I don't, but... So Max Fried at 84, 85 pitches. I think he has one more inning in him. We'll see what the Braves do. But there's no way we see him for 2 unless he gets a 3-pitch inning next inning. I mean, you said it earlier though. They're starting to see Walker Buehler better. So this inning will be interesting to see what happens.
Score the game now.
Still 3-0 Dodgers.
MLB had the audacity to put an Astros shirt as one of the shirts for their MLB.com/shop thing on that commercial. The audacity.
They're in cahoots. Manfred bet on the Astros this year.
He's like, yeah, they're gonna come back from this series. I'm gonna make a shirt of it.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's what the owners. Maybe that's what the owners of the league did in 2004 as well. Maybe it's just a huge conspiracy.
Well, nah, because the Red Sox were a good team and the Yankees suck.
Not that year. I mean, we sucked after 3 games, yeah, but.
I think just a continual.
No, I don't think so. I mean, they've never gone on a 108-year drought, so.
Yeah, but they haven't won a series. First pitch by Bellish.
Buehler, first pitch strike to the Braves. Darno up to bat. He's 2 for 2 tonight. He's at 75 pitches so far. So in better shape. Another fastball swung on above the zone from Darno. Not as good as in that bat this time around. We'll see what he does down 0-2 here. Buehler only 4 Ks tonight, but I mean 0 runs is all he cares about. So
that's true.
Buehler 0-2 pitch and even higher. Each fastball he's thrown in this at bat 3 has gotten higher and higher and higher. We'll see if he throws one above the backstop net this time.
I think the next move is he's just gonna turn around and pull a Trevor Bauer, see how far he can get it over
That's
to the center field fence.
Slider. Walker Buehler for the 5th strikeout of the game for him throws an outside slider.
That's a beautiful pitch. I mean, executed perfectly. It looks like it's going to hit that outside corner, then just runs off. I mean, that's a perfect pitch to get somebody who's had his number this game.
I mean, that was his best slider all night. Absolutely. As Ozzie Albies comes up, 1 for 2 tonight with 1 out. Fastball inside, called strike for a 1 count. Dodgers still up 3-0 here in the top of the 6th, 1 out. Buehler about to throw his 80th pitch of the night. Throws looks like a curveball, rare curveball tonight, as he misses 1-1 count. Buehler throws another pitch. He throws a slider. It's hit down the line very slowly. Ozzie Albies tagged out from Max Muncy, or no, they're not calling it. Now they're calling it out, I guess. Very weird situation.
That was a super weird play.
Tough situation for Max Muncy as Albies runs really fast, so he gets the out there, though. 2 outs. Let's see if he gets the tag initially. Oh, the ball came out. The ball came out on the tag. If Albie stayed at first, he's safe.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a lack of awareness.
Max Muncy grabbed the ball, and when he tagged Albies, the ball popped out of his glove, and Albies didn't know he dropped the ball, so he just went around the first base heading back home, not knowing that the ball popped out. As a first pitch slider is a ball to, who's up? I couldn't even see. To Dansby Swanson. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Buehler, another ball. 2-0 count. Buehler's handled this part of the lineup that's been good against him tonight pretty well this inning so far. It's looking more and more like we might get a Game 7, but obviously it's not over yet. Buehler throws a 2-0 fastball inside, and it's hit to left field for a single from Swanson.
I mean, Swanson 3 for 3 tonight off his former teammate at Vanderbilt. I mean, Swanson's just took really good swings, had really good at bats, and a 3 for 3 line on his night makes it look even better. I mean, he's just swung the bat very, very well.
See if Austin Riley can help his teammate out at first and maybe get one in the gap, score a run for the Braves. Buehler about to throw his 85th pitch here. Strike fouled off by Riley. 0-1 count. Nick Markakis up next to bat if Austin Riley can get on. Buehler's 0-1 pitch is a ball outside, runner going. The ball gets thrown into center field, and Swanson's going to get to third. So that's a stolen base and an error on, who's behind the plate again? I can't remember.
Austin Barnes.
E2 for Barnes. I mean, that's not something you want to do. You don't want to, I mean, this is if they can get a hit here, this is a perfect way to get the Braves going. I mean, they haven't had much tonight because they've been shut down with bases loaded, 2 on. But if you can give them any hint of momentum with how they play, that could be a dangerous move. So, bad throw there. Gets a runner on third for the Braves, and 1-1 count. 2-1 count now. Fastball, outside ball.
I find it odd that the Braves even decided to take a chance to take off there. I mean, Austin Riley is a good hitter. We've seen that. But, it ended up well for the Braves. But with 2 outs, Buehler's not necessarily slow to the plate, but he's not quick either.
Oh!
I don't understand it. As Austin Riley
it's
pulls the ball foul.
Oh.
If it was fair, it was gone.
That was 430 plus. If that's fair.
I mean, a fastball right down the middle from Walker Buehler, and Riley does not miss it.
And
Great
we get
catch
a
from
one-handed catch by a fan with looks like a drink in his other hand.
His mask.
His mask. Okay, his mask in his other hand.
Reaches up, bare hand. They had a glove, but he said, "I don't need it. Put me in. I'll play right field for the Braves."
We have a one. No, never mind. I was gonna say. Buehler, he escapes danger. I mean, he's still in this at bat, obviously, but that was almost terrible for him.
Up to 88 pitches on the night. 2-2.
And did he get Riley? He did. Riley goes.
Wow.
Barnes throws to first, and that is the 3rd out, and the Braves again struggle to get a run on the board.
It did to me. It did not look like that was a full swing. It's happened a couple of times to the Braves where they've called swings, but
Oh,
it
I'd say
looked
he went.
like. Oh no, he actually did. As they show a closer look, he definitely went. Highlight of that inning:
Yeah,
one-handed catch by a fan.
that was insane. I mean, I probably would have missed that ball with my bare hand. I probably would have missed that.
Hey, I'm gonna go eat real fast. I'll be back.
Okay. We are back. Max Fried throwing his first pitch of the bottom of the sixth. Fastball right down the middle. Hit to Austin Riley. Riley throws over to first for the first out. One pitch, one out. Fried threw a fastball right down the middle, but Hernandez was not able to take advantage. Fried's pitch count is at 86, so that helps him a heck of a lot. Doesn't have to throw a lot of pitches to the first batter. Has given up 7 hits tonight, but to be only at 3 runs and shut him down since the first inning, I mean, he's been better. As Max Fried's first pitch to Austin Barnes is a ball low. Fried's 1-0 pitch. Curveball. Gets it in the zone for a strike 1-1 count to Austin Barnes. Dodgers looking to tack on some runs here. Don't feel safe at 3-0 for sure. There's another curveball in the dirt. Stopped by d'Arnaud, but is taken by Barnes for a ball. But yeah, as the Dodgers, you're down. You're up 3-0, but you know the Braves offense can get clicking, so add runs as soon as you can, whatever way you can. 3-0 should not feel safe right now. 2-1 pitch fastball inside, misses for a 3-1 count on Austin Barnes. Up next is Mookie Betts. See if he has a runner on as the fastball right down the middle, diving play, but Austin Riley misses it. That's going to be another hit for Barnes. Or no, he doesn't have a hit, he has a walk. But a hit for Austin Barnes puts Mookie Betts up to the plate with 1 on and 1 out. Max Fried up to 91 pitches, so he's probably being watched right now by Atlanta. Going to be taken out soon, most likely. Fried's first pitch to Mookie Betts is in the dirt. 1-0 count. Mookie Betts 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. 5 for 20 in this series. 1 RBI. 1-0 count to Mookie. Fried's second pitch is a ball, just misses inside with the curve. 2-0 count. Bottom of the 6th here, 1 out, 1 on. Max Fried's pitch count is up to 93 now. As Mookie Betts prepares for the 2-0 count. Slider right down the middle. 2-1 now. I'm a little surprised Mookie took that. Slider right down the middle. It's a nice pitch to hit, but he just didn't like it. Maybe he'll get a better pitch he wants on this 2-1 count. Maybe hunting that fastball. I don't know. So we'll see what Max Fried sends towards Mookie's way here. Curveball right in the middle. Mookie hits it to Austin Riley to second to first. A double play ending the inning. As a nice play by Riley to Albies to Freeman as Fried shuts the Dodgers offense down once again and gives his offense more and more opportunities to score. See if they can at least get a run in the 7th. Back for the top of the 7th here. Braves coming up to bat. Walker Buehler should be back out there. We'll see if he is. Nope, he is taken out for Blake Treinen into the game. Pitched a couple scoreless yesterday, I believe. First pitch is hit to right field by Nick Markakis. It's going to be at least a double, maybe a triple. That's going to be a triple to start the inning for Nick Markakis. Blake Treinen comes in and immediately gives up a triple. Questionable not leaving Walker Buehler out there. Looks like a little change-up thrown by Treinen, or just out of the reach for Max Muncy. Maybe this will get a rally started for the Braves. Man on third with no outs. They at least need to get a run here. If they can't get a run from this, no chance for them. First pitch, 96 right down the middle, swung on and missed. I think his name's Packy or something like that. I honestly don't know how to pronounce that. Blake Treinen's second pitch grounded into the air to third base. Justin Turner's going to, throws a four-hopper to first base, but he gets the out and holds the runner at third. Not a great throw by Justin Turner, but he gets the out regardless. Just yanked the throw. One out with a man on third now for the Dodgers. Or for the Braves, I guess, sorry. As Ronald Acuna Jr. comes up, this is when the Braves need Ronald. If he can't come up here, it's going to hurt severely for the Braves. First pitch to Ronald from Treinen is a fastball. It's hit by Ronald into right field. That's going to score a run and give Ronald Acuna a double. As the Braves finally get on the board. 3-1 game Dodgers. Acuna got a fastball on the inside part of the plate, and he just lined it to right field. Great hitting from Ronald. Didn't try to do too much, just poked it out to right field and got himself a double and an RBI. Max Fried is very happy about that. As now Freddie Freeman up with Acuna on second. Treinen got beat up in the first game of the series, and he had a good outing yesterday, but not looking so great tonight. Already given up a run. 4 pitches. As Freddie Freeman comes up to plate. 1 for 3 tonight with a single. If he can get another single, he'll probably score a run. First pitch to Freeman is a fastball swung on and missed. 95 miles per hour placed on the upper right quadrant of the plate. Or of the strike zone. 0-1 count on Freeman. And looks like a little cutter missed for a ball. Looked like it was a strike, but the umpire thought otherwise. As Acuna leads off of second, 1-1 count with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Blake Treinen steps off of the rubber. He gets ready to deliver the 1-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed by Freddie Freeman, 95 miles per hour. Not been able to get on that fastball from Freddie Freeman. Looks like he's trying to pull it a little too much. A little pull happy, but he'll make an adjustment here on this 1-2 count. See if he can't get a hit and get Acuna in. But with one swing, he can tie this game. We'll see what happens. The 1-2 pitch from Treinen. Swung on and fouled back by Freddie. Stays alive. As we see Kenley Jansen getting ready in the bullpen. Looks like he might be pitching the bottom of the 7th. Might be asked to do 2 innings. Or not bottom, yeah. Not bottom of the 7th, sorry. Top of the 8th. He might be asked to get the top of the 8th and the top of the 9th. Treinen 1-2 count fastball fouled off again, 99. Put some extra oomph behind that. Freddie Freeman not wanting to strike out here, get out at all. Fighting off these pitches, hoping to get a mistake. Be huge for the Braves if he can come up here for him. Another 1-2 count for Freddie Freeman. Another fastball swung on and missed. Freddie Freeman strikes out. 2 away. Up steps Marcell Ozuna. 2 away here. Nice fastball above the zone by Blake Treinen. Gets Freddie just under it. Little late. Ozuna steps up to the plate. It rests on his shoulders for them to get another run here. Fastball below the zone. Maybe a sinker more of. Yeah, a sinker swung on and missed by Ozuna. 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch to Ozuna. Looks like a little cutter. Swung on and missed by Ozuna. 2 swings, 2 misses. 0-2 count with 2 outs here. Blake Treinen looking to get out of this inning with only giving up 1 run. Once again, other than Acuna, this top 3 just not coming up clutch right now. Ozuna still has a chance. 1 strike left on him. Watches the ball below the zone. 1-2 count. Nice block behind the plate. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and hit up in the air to right field. Mookie Betts settles under it to get the 3rd out. Atlanta scores 1 run in the top of the 7th inning, but the Dodgers and Blake Treinen escape more trouble as it is a 3-1 game heading into the bottom of the 7th. See who's coming up for the Dodgers here in the bottom. It'll be Corey Seager, Justin Turner, and Max Muncy. Bye.